Коли я був малим, я був на Азовському морі. Я був у Криму, я був на розпечених териконах Донбасу. Їли кавун в країні, 10 років війна, 10 років. Я був таким самим, прийдеться тобі вирости швидше, щоби нечисть не впустити до саду. Священні плоди хочуть зірвати пожовклі гнилі пазурі. Дайте їм яблук, покроплених кров'ю і ртуттю. Нагодуйте сиріт, пригадай 14-й рік, це реальний світ, схожий на сон. Скажи, як далеко зайшла би Росія тоді, як шовне Азов. Моє дякую для добровольців, не стреться навіть від амнезії. Колись не стане Росії, ми заспіваємо як на весіллі нині. Моя пісня тривожна, танцювати не можна. Я стараюсь, але це радше припадок. Мені на сцені вже тошно, посміхатися в дзеркало буде непросто, коли твій син у полоні. Написати на стінах, як це болить, нам бракує балонів. Вишкрябай ножем на камені, нашу свободу кидаю в вітрину. Кричи про Азов та підтримуй.
Страху нехай не знаю я! Страху нехай не знаю я! Не знаю, що таке вогонь! Не знаю, що є вогонь! Скріпи мій дух! Скріпи мій дух! Вартуй волю! Вартуй волю! В серці замешкай моє! У серці замешкай моє! Постріл!
Там світ існує у наших руках. Зброя священна іскрить, світло приборкає страх. Подивись.
Hi rollers, live long and prosper, and free Azov. How do you like this one? Came out just 3 days ago. It's the Ukrainian band Palindrom, and well, that's kind of a rapper, but okay, I'm not sure that it's a band, it's a whole band, but I think so. I think it's a band. Anyway, Palindrom is something I like. Their lyrics are always very deep, though depressive, because they often sing about the war, and this one is about Azov. Obviously, you've seen the subtitles there, so you know what this song is about. Also about free Azov rallies, about shouting about Azov, and thank you for also being the voice of Azov, guys. Thank you for being the part of free Azov movement. That means a lot to us Ukrainians. That means a lot to the families of Azov fighters. And you know, guys, not only Azov fighters, a lot of people, a lot of soldiers are in Russian captivity, and they need to be remembered, they need to be spoken of. And thank you for the shirt compliment. This is called Vyshivanka. That's the Ukrainian ethnic clothes. It looks like this. Showing off a bit with this one because this is my first real Vyshivanka. I had one before, but this was not like real. This one is real. Pop. A palindrome, i.e. same forward as back. I didn't know that. Good to see you again, Rick. Good to see you, Roberto Baggio, Talking Blog, Holy Oblation, Silver Earth, Michelle Ferguson, Marino, Just Jimmy, Nikki Hill, Bell Covert, Kate, hello. It suits you. Thank you very much. Andres Lach, how you doing, my friend? Hello. Matt Leach Music. Ukrainian rap is awesome. I agree. Probably not all of it, but mostly it is. Free Azov defenders from captivity now. Exactly, Reptyree. Hello, how you doing? You know they exist. How are you? How are you all, guys? The real Dave Seaman, Prometheus UA. By the way, Prometheus, from what oblast of Ukraine you are? I always wonder. Okay, then. I can go paint the car and see if Rick runs the show for you guys. No rain just yet. You know they exist. Mr. Kaplan, thank you very much for 20 euro super chat. Greetings from Kauhajoki, Finland. Greetings to you, my friend. Thank you for constantly supporting me with super chats, memberships. Thank you for 10 gifted before the stream. It means a lot to me. Love your Vishwanka, Rick. Thank you very much. Elvin Archer, and hello, and how are you doing? Also, hello, Pat Chelin and Salt of the Red Earth. Ronnie Rankin, how you doing? Hi, great people. Respect from Flanders Fields. Hi, Rick and fellow rollers. Hello, Wizard of Oz. How are you doing? I know that you're doing a bit better because you got the package today from me, and you informed me about that. I'm happy that you're happy with that. Hey, Mark Sangerman, thank you for 5 gifted memberships. I appreciate that, guys. I want to be. I feel unproductive today, really, and I was stressing out because of that. Had a lot of anxiety today and couldn't chill at all. I hope to do it during the stream. Anyway, I want to be a bit more productive. We're gonna have Karlen with us in an hour and 6 minutes. Karlen is my friend from Donetsk also, and we actually know each other from 2013. And I will tell you a bit more about that when Karlen is going to be here. And he's going to tell his story. He is also a musician, so maybe we're lucky if he's going to feel comfortable enough to hear he's playing and singing. He plays guitar, not only guitar, but mainly guitar. A good guitar player. Prometheus UA says Дніпропетровська область. Послухай пісню Андерсон Роботи, що я запропонував, і головне, подивись кліп, тобі може сподобатись. До того ж, на сьогодні вона стала вже реальністю. Пісні 6 років. Круто, дуже дякую. Андерсон Роботи. Я прямо зараз її сюди увіб'ю. Роботи. Андерсон Роботи. Super. Дякую. I switched to Ukrainians. Yeah, I think it's a Ukrainian band, right? Гурт Андерсон, Kyiv, Ukraine. We can actually listen to it. I know we don't have enough time right now, but thank you. I will get to this one, and if I like it, I will put it before the next stream. It's going to be like the intro song of the next stream. Okay, thank you. Thank you for telling me where you're from. Are you right now also in Dnipro Oblast? It is still called Dnipropetrovska, or you moved to some other place? Because I'm originally from Donetsk and I live in Kyiv right now. Do you still live there, or you moved to some other oblast? Unless like the stream, friends. Thank you, Andres Alech, and thank you for great emoji work. Okay. Oh, English subtitles right in the video. Okay, thank you. Switch to Ukrainian automatically, and you guys probably don't know what we're talking about, so but probably it's obvious that Prometheus UA recommended this song. It's 6 years old, but it's kind of a prophetic, and yeah, we need to listen. I need to listen to that one. Okay, anyway, I wanted to do what? I wanted to get you through some news that you may have missed, because it's from Informa and also from Yuri Hudimenko, a great text here. So I would like to translate some of it for you. Also, guys, yesterday Kraken actually, first time officially, they, how do you say it? Not recognized, but informed to the publicity that they are currently fighting for Chasiv Yar, and I think they paid a big contribution because they're professionals and they really can hold the ground. Not only hold, but also storm. They are special forces because because this is why they were a great contribution to Chasiv Yar's defense. Let's watch the video from them.
Під небесними кронами стоїмо легіонами, за териконами сонце встає, світає, переконаний взяти своє, вже горить Вавилонами в лавах з мечем, бо запеклих вогонь не пече, за териконами сонце встає, світає, переконаний взяти своє.
Є хто, виходь, здавайся, уйобок.
Вавилонами в лавах з мечем, бо запеклих вогонь не пече.
Я живий, живий, ти як?
Destroyed, fully destroyed town.
Вічна Україна! Свята! Могутня! Соборна! Слава Україні! Слава нації! Україна!
They took some captives.
Україна! Україна!
And I also know that they take heavy losses. As any unit out there, because this war is too... I don't know how to say it. But yeah, it's too intense. It's too intense and too devastating. And there are no units that are taking no losses if they're on the front line. Of course, there are some units in the rear, but they also take losses because rocket strikes is what Russia is constantly doing. I am a proud owner of the Kraken patch here, and we also have Jason Slobodyan, if I'm not mistaken, winning the Kraken patch. Also a proud owner of that one. And yeah, goosebumps. I agree, Marino. I also had those watching this video. Rick, have you watched the video about the Naval Ta? What is Naval Ta? Oh, Naval Ta? I don't know what are you talking about. Your viewers will also like the clip. It's about robots taking over the world. And in the second part of the clip, combat drones. Just like now on the battlefield. Interesting. We'll check that one out. Okay, there were a lot of news I was saving and that might have been interesting for you. You've heard this from many other YouTube content creators and, YouTubers, simple word, right? That yesterday we got the news that the Russian agents who were planning, the group of Russian agents who were planning to kill Zelensky, Budanov, and Maluk were actually exposed and captured. And luckily, they will be put to the exchange fund and exchanged for our captives. Hello, Dr. Tuso, how you doing? And how's your internet doing? Let us know if we can congratulate you with that one. Rep Tyree Toast was only 21, was 19 when he was taken as POW, Azov, as prisoner of war, POW, not POW, defender. Yeah, Hrinka in Ukrainian, Toast in English. Yeah, the youngest captive on Azovstal, 19 years old now. He was 21 and he lost his life in this war. It was taken by Russians, not just lost, taken from him. And you see how young people who are defending this country can be. And we're losing people who could have made so many good things for our country, do so many things for our country. And they've been taken away by Russians, killed. Hey friends, still on my way home. Thanks for greeting me, says Andreas Lech. Andreas Lech, we're happy to have you here. Hello Cass, how you doing? Hello Can35, hello Cheryl Waitley. Dr. Tuso Rick, 927 megabit down, 274 megabit up, 2 millisecond ping 5,000 times faster than my mobile connection for the last 3 weeks. Amazing, my friend. I congratulate you and welcome back to, I don't know, good internet. Actually, welcome back or welcome for the first time, because you said like there on the previous place you had a very bad internet, and I don't know if you had a good one before that. Heroям слава. That's what, guys, as I explained once, why we say Heroям слава to a respondent to Slava Ukraini, because we kind of correct or specify, what we're saying when we're saying Slava Ukraini. It is not the glory, not fame glory that we kind of want for ourselves. No, we don't want that. But we want the glory to our heroes who have fallen for our independence, because we have millions of heroes fallen for the freedom and independence of Ukraine. It's been happening. I mean, our fight for independence been not happening. It's been lasting for centuries. We actually had this fight for about 400 years, and maybe, at least for that time. And we lost best of our people, and they are heroes for us. And when we say Heroям слава, we mean the fallen heroes, because those who are heroes alive, they don't consider themselves heroes, and they consider heroes their brothers in arms who have fallen. So when we're saying Heroям слава, we're talking about the memory of those heroes. We're talking about always remembering them and their sacrifice for our freedom. Because right now Ukraine is free, even though part of our territory is occupied. We are still free. We're still not occupied completely. We still have the free territory with free people who can decide for their own and not being dictated by their neighbor who wants to divide and conquer, and who doesn't care about any people. It cares only about power. And that's it. So they were planning to, those Russian agents, they were planning to finish off the president and all the other heads of our, I would say, military leadership, but also intelligence leadership, with rocket strike first, and then with FPV drones. And then they were planning to do the second rocket strike on those positions on those buildings, I would say, or places, if it's not would be happening in the building, and just to cover up the traces of using FPV drones. So that was kind of a detailed plan. Some colonels in the presidential guard, not presidential guard. УДО is Українська. No, let me check. I can see it. Cannot see it in here. УДО, here it is. Управління державної охорони. Okay, so it's like hard to translate it. Okay, anyway, it has to do something with the security of, like, shit. Really hard to translate it. But it's like a governmental structure in here who provides security, like the body security, like body armors, not body armors, bodyguards. Sorry, guys. My brain is, again, I don't know, fucked up right now. Hello, UTV. Hello, Steve Ike, or Ike. Probably Ike. Rick, is there a death penalty in Ukraine? Asking for collaborator. No, no death penalty in Ukraine. There's only a lifetime sentence. That's the maximum you can get in Ukraine. For the high treason, you can get this. You can get not 100 years, but your whole life in prison. And I think it's fair. Those who betrayed Ukraine don't actually deserve to get out and do it again. They deserve to stay there in prison. Zelensky's bodyguards. Well, I don't think exactly Zelensky's bodyguards, but something related to that. So, but anyway, good guess. Like Secret Service in the USA, probably. I am not actually familiar with the service. Hear about this for the first time. So I'm not the one to explain that. Sorry, guys. Maybe we can actually Google it. Fuck that. Why am I not discovering it right now? Управління державної охорони. УДО. What about Wikipedia? України. Wikipedia. Here it is. So what they do, is it an English version? Yes, amazing. Administration of State Guard of Ukraine. Okay, administration is управління. Rick, learn this word. Is a law enforcement agency in Ukraine that is subordinated to the President of Ukraine and under control of the Verkhovna Rada, Ukraine's national parliament, providing a state guard to bodies of the state power of Ukraine. Yeah, like a secret service. You're right, guys. Ensuring security of officials identified by law at place. So colonels of this administration were involved in the treachery. So, guys, when I'm telling you that we have Russian agents in the top ranks of Ukraine, that's what I mean. They could be colonels. We have, unfortunately, multiple traitors sitting there on their positions, and being traitors. Unfortunately, we have a huge fight ahead of us, and really making you see, guys, this is just a consequence of decades of Russian infiltration into our law enforcement. So to actually infiltrate it, to make it clean of traitors, we need to spend more than 10 years, I think. Maybe, who knows, maybe we're lucky, like after 5-7 years of work, of actually getting rid of them. First finding them, it's not always easy because they are professionals sometimes, but we have a good intelligence here in Ukraine, and we have a great security service of Ukraine, SBU, and they were actually catching these guys. Yeah, just Jimmy. Not only Russian infiltration, but people who were born in USSR and who actually have some nostalgia for USSR, and who really want to bring it back. And Russia is the way for them to bring it back. Unfortunately, those people only gotta go away. Rick, thanks. Never gonna run around and desert you very much for the patches and flag. Sorry, need to read it fully. Sorry. I'm a bit, you see, guys, probably tired. I feel like I am. Yesterday I was so productive and so alive, but right now I am not very energetic. Anyway, this is not the obstacle for me, and we'll go through anything that is planned. You know they exist. Thank you for $5 super chat. Maybe Putin receives a special breakfast operation on May 9 morning. The Dugina special. A tip to the skilled waiter. Oh, I would love to see that, but I don't think it's really possible, is it? I'm not sure. Let's see. I hope this day will come and Putin will simply be eliminated by his own at some point. But considering he's doubles, we might not even know about that. There are a lot of fascists besides Putin there in Russia who can just take it over and repeat after him. Just continue doing his work. So Robert, thank you very much for 50 coffees. Rick, thanks so very much for the patches and flag. Did not expect that. Yeah, I am this is the least I could do for you rollers, sending you those packages, for all the support and actually giving me the opportunity to do this full time. I am dedicated to send the packages first to every member on Buy Me a Coffee. And guys, if you're listening to this and you're a member, and you definitely gotta check your messages there. I messaged I think about 60% of you right now, and I just need to need some rest this week, but next week I start to do it again. I keep working on that. So yeah, please check the messages. I know exactly that Black Cat didn't reply to my message. Harry Ostrowski, please also reply. I can actually go and check right now who didn't reply, but maybe not to lose too much time for that. I need to make a list and ask my moderators, for example, to ask people to check their Buy Me a Coffee messages if they see those people in the chat. I was thinking to do that, but didn't find time for it. Anyway, thank you guys. Parked back home. Hey, Rick and Rollers. Hello, Tuna. How you doing? And Dr. Tuso, thank you for 50 gifted memberships drop. And I think those that were gifted on Sunday were not refunded, because I checked and the next day we didn't have any minus. I didn't have any minus in the income statistics or something like that. So yeah, no, that's it. Holy Oblation sent $20 on PayPal. Sorry, Rick, just got in from work. Don't think I can stay awake much longer. Please use wherever needed. Thank you so much. You have yourself 2 tickets for the painting, Holy Oblation. I hope you want that. And you have a good sleep, okay? Thank you. No refund on Sunday. Yeah, amazing. Dr. Tuso, awesome. GG. Salt of the Red Earth, good morning. Yeah. Tuna, I just read all the messages, but I need to go back to the news I wanted to bring you. So, you see, Russian agents are always working. They're always trying. So, guys, let me actually check the word. Inauguratia. Inauguration? Is it? Inauguration.
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 Inauguration. Yes. So inauguration of Putin happened yesterday. So-called inauguration. That dude was not elected a president for real. He was just... he's the ruler of Russia, and there are no real election in Russia. So this is all just a fraud. As one orange character was constantly repeating, these elections is a fraud, and well, he actually got there some representatives of European countries. Of course, the Hungary and Slovakia are not right now a totally European countries, because they have been ruled by pro-Russian leaders who are also, I think, have also imperialistic ambitions and who will play along with any Russian narrative. But France is a big, how do you call it? It's, I wouldn't say a surprise, but maybe it is a surprise. But anyway, it's very, what? Not really smart, of them to do that, to have their representatives on inauguration of Putin. So France, what the fuck? And then Greece, then Malta, and Cyprus. Three more countries who Greece kind of, they don't want to give us much military aid, though they can. And I think it is also maybe now. I think that it is maybe also playing along with Russia, also like trying not to seem too pro-Ukrainian. Malta and Cyprus, I think, two islands who openly help Russian people, so not a surprise at all. But France was a surprise for me. There was Belgium in that list, but Belgium then refused to send their representatives to inauguration. Okay, so what do we have here? I was talking about the exchange, and we received first news from the front line about the ammunition actually coming to the front line now. Ammunition, the 43rd Artillery Brigade actually reported that they got some ammunition arriving finally after a great deficit. So they said that they are shooting from the very morning. It was at 2 p.m. when they posted this. So I think that's plenty of ammunition. Tonight there was a rocket strike on Luhansk, and I think it might have been Atacoms. They actually shot an oil refinery. Refinery. Oh, guys, I'm getting so tired, and see, my tongue stops working properly. Woo! What the hell, Rick? Come on, wake up. What is wrong with you? Good fire, good oil refinery on occupied territory. I want to translate this one, and actually, yeah, it's from Yuri Hudimenko, Ukrainian soldier, now veteran because he was badly injured in 2022 by the mortar strike, and he's now actively working with different initiatives. He's a very active member of Ukrainian society. Anyway, I also turned on the Twitch chat. Let's see if it works. People, if you're watching on Twitch, please send me a message. Thank you. Because it's been 34 minutes of the stream and still I still didn't check Twitch. Typical me. Okay. So, what we're talking about. Always tired while half the world is buying you coffee. I don't get it. It doesn't work like that. The real Dave Seaman. I see it's a joke, of course. But yeah. Not in a good shape today at all. Like, you probably noticed that. Anyway, I'll try to do my best to do a good job today. Okie dokie. So what do I want to do? I go to the chat GPT and translate in this text for you. It's from Yuri Hudimenko. Stop chat. Please translate this one. Asking ChatGPT to translate this one to English. Wow, it's super laggy. I hope the stream is not lagging also while I'm doing this. Рик, вперше вийшов повноцінний сюжет про танки Абрамс на Армія ТВ з англійськими субтитрами. Вони на фронті. До того на західному ЗМІ сказали, що їх вивели з фронту. Це неправда. I know that the information about Abram tanks being pulled off from the front line is not true because 47th Brigade was actually reporting about that it is a fake themselves. And you see, 47th Brigade, they have Bradley, they have Leopards, they have Abrams. Now, maybe also Abrams were given to some other brigades. We'll see. We'll see in the future. Or maybe you already know that from that interview. Okay. Guys, ChatGPT, I think, worked. So let me just, I trust ChatGPT's, how do you call it? Translation. Shit, Rick. You're getting really tired. Let me put it in here. Yeah, Rick is messaging himself. Okay, so from Yuri Hudimenko, let me read this out loud to you. And still, I absolutely dislike the Soviet tradition of hero cities, which was reintroduced at the beginning of the full-scale invasion. Yeah, guys, we have this, for example, Irpin, Bucha, they are now the hero cities. But actually, like, not hero cities, but city hero. City which is a hero. Okay, I will continue reading this. The problem, as always, lies in the meanings. Cities do not defend themselves and cannot become heroes. It's the people who defend the cities, not the other way around. That's why I will repeat not my own, but a very correct thought. In this war, there should be two statuses for cities: hero cities and fortress cities. You see, hero cities in Ukrainian, it says the cities of heroes, mista heroiv. So ChatGPT, bad job. The cities of heroes and fortresses, cities for fortresses. The cities of heroes are those where the civilian population resisted the occupiers, as in Enerhodar, Melitopol, Kherson, and other cities. And fortress cities are those cities that were defended by the military, where heavy battles were fought both in the city and under its walls. Mariupol, Kharkiv, now Avdiivka, and Chasiv Yar. But I would add Bakhmut there, definitely, because Bakhmut was one of the biggest fights out there. Yes, cities also perished in this war. Cities were wounded, crippled, life flowed out of them. But cities rise from the ashes, and people live forever, risking one life and giving it for others. That's why it's City of Heroes, not Hero City, because people live forever. Was it in the original like that? Бо люди уходять назавжди. Because people leave forever, not live. My brain is getting tired. Sorry, guys. I hope you got it correctly, and I hope it was not boring, because I think it's a great thought, and we really gotta start calling them the cities of heroes, not hero cities, and we gotta call those cities that were destroyed the fortresses, like Avdiivka, like Bakhmut. Okay. Do I miss any questions there? I don't think so. Probably it was the boring part. Give me your feedback, guys. Was this boring? Me reading some of the posts, translating them, and reading for you. Okay, let me continue. Tonight we had another massive attack on our energetic infrastructure. You see, 33 missiles were actually, here's not the full information. Here's the full information. 33 of 45 cruise missiles, 4 of 4 caliber missiles, 2 of 2. That's the destruction rate. 2 of 2 X59, X69, so 100%. destroyed, 100% destroyed. This rate of destruction is not that big this time of the winged rockets. Cruise missiles, I think. 33 of 45 is 73%. And 0 of 1 ballistic missile Kinjal, and 0 of 2 ballistic missiles Iskander, and 20 of 21 Shahid drones. So actually a pretty good elimination rate of Shahids. What is it like? 96%? 95%. Good. Good job. Like in total 59 of 76 засобів повітряного нападу уражено. What's the translation for that? Targets. Let's call them targets. Sorry for that. Okay, guys. So there was 10 years of Azov yesterday. A celebration, but also I don't know if it's a, hey guys, Bunny is saying that we have, you have the buffering. Who of you also has the buffering? Let me know. I see no, not boring at all, not boring, thank you, interesting to me, thank you guys. Just need to get a feedback from you, all good. Just ask the president and my representatives to send more Patriot systems and air defense like I do all the time. Wish we would. Thank you, guys. Thank you for that work. No connection problems here. No buffering. Okay. Okie dokie. Thank you. Okay. So it was last week. Huh. Why? That's like that's like the April. Yeah, let's watch this video, guys, from Zelensky.
Чекайте, ми зараз відійдемо на безпечну відстань, тоді надаємо допомогу.
It's week 114 of Russia's full-scale invasion. Ukraine needs more air defense systems. This video perfectly matches the message from UCAS. Like, in just 1 week, that's what is happening in Ukraine. Just to look at it. Buffering might have been on my own side. Yeah, Bunny, probably it was that. I'm in the buff. Is it something different? Yes, Spartacus, it is different. If you're talking about the clothes. Anyway, we're gonna have my friend Karlen here in just about... Karlen, sorry, not Karlen. In just about 30 minutes, maybe even 29. Let me... Oh, by the way, guys, you remember Pysanki. And here's a Pysanka with a drone. FPV-shina. That's a funny name for it. From Cernenko. Okay. Why is it when I need to stream, I don't have enough energy when I read those news? When I read the news, like, wow, that would be a perfect news. Now I'm sitting at this, looking at this, being tired, and like, it's not that interesting. Like, what, Rick? Come on. Hello, Karlen. How you doing? I'm on the road. We'll be in time. Awesome. Awesome, my friend. We'll happy to see you, and I'm sure rollers will be happy to meet you. New, hello. How you doing? Hello, Petra Olson. Hello, Gord Simpson. Glad to see you guys. Ooh. So, not писанки, but крашенки, I think, in this case. Maybe писанки. Who knows? Let's look at the Robotina and how it looks these days. Battles are happening there every week. Let's turn this music off because we might be blocked by the copyright. Maybe not. Some good synthwave. Oh, I should have translated. And I think YouTube will see it as a sensitive content, not sure. Anyway, I'm already doing this. Oh shit. Yeah, that might be a sensitive content. Might have been. But that's the reality. On the battlefield, there are bodies and dozens of pieces of equipment being left. Brigade Spartan is tirelessly destroying the enemy. Yeah, the village that is now completely destroyed and obliterated and dead. And it is located in Zaporizhia Oblast. Here's Robotina. And actually, all the Robotina right now is a gray zone. Deep State is saying that Russians are constantly entering it, but being eliminated there. So all of this is a complete continuous struggle. No explosions. What's the problem, Adrian? YouTube won't like this. Yeah, no explosions, but bodies. Have you seen those, guys? Dead bodies. YouTube won't like it, but anyway. Ooh, oh, Rick. The comments reacting to what you've seen on the screen. Feels like risking it today. Yeah, I feel like risking it. I don't have a problem. The reality is much worse. The smell. Yeah, the smell is much worse than the picture of it. Can you show a weather channel for Ukraine for a bit? We never got to see the cold fronts drop across Ukraine. USA had dozens of tornadoes. We understand cold fronts and mixing and radar weather maps. Actually, I've never seen this map of the, how do you call them? Cold fronts drop. Yeah, so I won't be looking right now because it will take time. Calls them flat red dots. Dennis Davidov calls them flat red dots. The smell, the reality is much worse. I make it a daily habit to call and email daily. It's easy. Prometheus UA even got my 85-year-old dad to when I can. Awesome, Cass. Thank you for that work. Hi, Anthony Deep. How you doing? Rake the Ukrainian. Any ETA on snatches? No, ETA, what? It's like an update. I don't have more information than you have, guys, because right now Greg is waiting for them to finish with all the preparation with the snatches, and like he says 3 to 4 weeks, but he's been saying this 3 weeks ago, so it may take even more time. And that's shitty. And all those, companies, they not always following the agreements. Only fattens up the wildlife if there are bodies. Think a bit green, says Ronnie Rankin. Rick, are they any chance of taking Chasiv? I hope Ukraine are. Sorry, able to hold them back. Yeah. Ukraine will probably be able to slow down the process, but I think it's going to be just the same as it was with Bakhmut and Avdiivka, because the flow of weapons is still not enough. Thank you for Klasna Vyshivanka, Riku. Riku said in English. Sorry, дякую. It's war. Sometimes we need to see the most ugly side as well. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do myself. I try to constantly watch those videos, also with some decapitation and stuff, to prepare myself for the possible thing that I will need to witness, like in real life. 99 likes. Who's the 100th? Good question, guys. Please like the stream. I totally forget to tell you this sometimes. Greg Terry says they are working on the import part of IY now. Good, Spartacus. Thanks for the update. Okay, being tired doesn't give me an excuse of not doing what I meant to do. I was meant to do, right? Okay. Tonight, this massive rocket attack is causing some problems with our energetic infrastructure, and there are going to be power outages today. And I really hope that I won't have one in here in Kyiv, but I have them like once per 2 weeks approximately lately. So yeah, that shit is with us again, and Russians are dedicated to destroy our energetic infrastructure completely. Andrea, it's true, but you can't smell the battlefield. The burning flesh smell never goes away, says Rap Tyree. Have you experienced that one, Rap? Just asking out of curiosity. Okay, guys. Yesterday I posted an interview with Annalisa from Estonia, and please go check it out because she's amazing. There was a great conversation. She's wise and very conscious, and she's a volunteer, so she's doing a great job. It's only 16 minutes long, or even short, I would say. So easy to watch, pretty short. Only 416 views. That's a terrible result, because there was a time when on my channel each video had at least 1,000 views, and right now it's not being shown to anyone. So please go check it out. If like after the stream, I think. Okay, so we can actually witness it in here. Let's go back to the times of the first handover. Sorry, guys, handover event I've ever done. Let's go to the second. You see, part 1, 2.3k views. Part 2, 1.1k views. Part 3, 1.2k views. Part 4, 1.3. Part 5, 1.1. Then part 6, 1.6, and part 7, 915. So, and part 8, 1k views again. So guys, part 9, 840. All that I'm getting lately is much lower than that. Let's go to this one. 621, 706, 849. Well, this one was still better. What do we have here? 831, 741 for part 1, guys. Part 1 is usually getting the most of it. So, well, interview with Frank was really interesting. So this one got a bit more than the part 1, but you see part 3, 419 views in 20 hours. I usually get the most of it in first 24 hours, so I think we need to boost it up somehow. Maybe you will help me with spreading it, with sharing the links. Cass is asking, Rick, are countries sending anything to help with the energy infrastructure? Yes, they are, but unfortunately it's not that easy and not that fast to repair all of this. Some of the power plants, to repair them, will take years, like 2 years at least. So crazy. How old are you, and how do you think about that draft law? I am 33. About the draft law, I was actually expressing a lot of it during my last stream. We talked with the rollers for almost 2 hours, I think, about that. No, not 2 hours, but at least for an hour. I was like sharing my thoughts, emotions, fears. I personally fear to go to the front line. I'm honest, direct, and transparent. But I think I can find myself some place in the army where I'm not going to be needed in the trenches, let's say, because I have some skills, some experience, and I could work with my brain, though. I think that the most scary thing for me to do what? To get what? To get some critical injuries. Like becoming disabled, losing legs, arms, or my vision, or my hearing, or getting serious, how do you call them? Damn it. Akubara trauma, right? Anyway, I would not like to get into this topic too much again, because it's been a lot on the previous stream, and I explained that a lot. It's around the 6th hour of the previous stream on Sunday. You can go and check it out, what I'm saying in there. Out there, not in there. Yeah, guys, thank you for the words of support. I think that's enough, because I feel like over-supported. Like, focus should not be on me. It should be on the armed forces and actually helping them out with equipment. So even if I will need to go the front line, I will accept it. I will not be draft dodging. Yes, I will just find myself a speciality there and a place to work. For power generation, Ukraine needs to go microgeneration as soon as possible. Small power generation is not the most efficient when, say, coal, but can be dispersed and underground. Also solar installation too. Can you imagine, Mr. Squiggle, how many years it will take to build that many power plants and actually build them underground? And can you imagine the number of those power plants? That's a what? That's a huge work and huge investments, and it's all risky and it's all dangerous. So, well, that's gonna be a hell of a task. Andreas says, I've seen some of the heavy videos. Can't imagine to watch that every day. Most frontline soldiers do not see that drastic stuff often. Not over an extended amount of time. Few do. Yeah, man, you're right. Unfortunately, those who see that probably are getting killed and injured pretty quickly after that. We can also need intelligence. We also need intelligence. You're right. Yeah, I know that fear is a normal response. I know. What is the microgeneration? I think like small power plants that will just, not power plants, I would even not call them power plants, but like power stations that will supply only a few buildings or something like that, or one block, and that is going to be, that should be underground, so it cannot be easily reached by the missiles, as Russians are destroying our power plants right now. Okay. 17 minutes. I actually wanted to show you an amazing video from Zelensky today. Guys, are you okay to actually listen to him, but not just listening, but reading the subtitles for 10 minutes? But it's powerful. Today is the day when we commemorate the Remembrance Day, if I'm not mistaken, that's the name of it, the victims of World War II. And he made an address dedicated to that. And it has so many amazing points, and I just want to share it with you. I want you to read those subtitles, as it was powerful. I see people are saying yes, do it. Yes, of course, Rick. Small scale on at least. Yeah, once at least. Yes, sir. Okay, thank you, guys. Thank you for that. So let's go and watch that one, because I think it's very valuable. Okay, Zelensky. Here it is. This one should be with the subtitles. I'm not sure, though. Why such a small
Вони вриваються
screen?
у твій дім.
Yeah, here it is.
Приходять убивати, спалювати, страчувати. Вони не шкодують нікого, літніх людей, жінок, дітей. Вони – звірі. Це спогади тих, хто пережив окупацію нацистів. І це спогади тих, хто пережив російську окупацію. Однакові жахи, злочини однакових нелюдів. 80 років тому мільйони українців боролися, аби нацизм програв назавжди. І це спогади тих, хто пережив російську окупацію. Однакові жахи, злочини однакових нелюдів. 80 років тому мільйони українців боролися, аби нацизм програв назавжди. Але сьогодні українці знову протидіють злу, яке відродилось, прийшло знову, хоче знищити нас знову. Армія нелюда, який вбиває, катує, стирає з лиця землі мирні міста і села. Зло, ім'я якому російський фашизм. Скорочено РФ.
Now you don't see them, but maximizing is a good idea. Sorry guys for interrupting that. But yeah, like this I think will do. Let's see.
Свідок цьому – цей підвал у селі Ягідне на Чернігівщині. Рашисти загнали і тримали тут майже місяць усіх жителів села, усіх 350 людей, всіх дітей цього села. 80 дівчаток та хлопчиків. І наймолодшому з яких 1,5 місяці. Що таке путінська Росія, уявивши себе тут, у цьому підвалі, серед цих людей, без світла, їжі, води, ліків, повітря, у приміщенні, де було менше метра на одну людину. Спали.
Sorry guys, when I switch windows you don't see it, right? It's good now. Let's see it. Thank you.
Сидячи, виходили на вулицю лише раз. Їли по 200 грамів юшки на день. Чоловіків на морозі роздягали догола, аби знайти українські татуювання. 10 заручників тут померло. Їх заборонили ховати. Ще 17 людей рашисти вбили. У будь-якому куточку світу це називають одним словом – пеклом. Коли спалюють цілі села, вчиняють масові страти, ставлять до стінки з зав'язаними очима і вбивають. В будь-якому куточку світу це називають одним словом – нацизм. Якщо це не нацизм, то що тоді? І всі на землі знають історію і пам'ятають, як боротись з нацизмом, коли людство об'єднується, протидіє Гітлеру, а не купує в нього нафту і не приходить до нього на інаугурацію. Ягідне, що пережило пекло РФ, лише один приклад. Одне село, але воно відображає всю суть путінського бачення світу. Справжні цілі – заганяти під землю усіх, хто хоче жити вільно. Загнати у підвал ціле село, а далі ще одне, інше, а далі всю Україну. А врешті загнати в підвал цілий світ. Для РФ це просто етапи божевільного плану – заточити свободу в гетто, концтабір під назвою «Руський мір». Експортувати по всьому світу головне російське надбання – колючий дріт. За тим самим сценарієм 80-річної давнини авторства Гітлера. Крок за кроком, ковтаючи землі інших і тестуючи реакцію світу. І коли реакція безхребетна, нацисти йдуть далі. Їх не зупиняють заклики, резолюції, напівсанкції. І єдине питання, яким Путін переймається сьогодні – хто наступний? Перелік держав, які не можуть почуватися у безпеці, Росія офіційно затвердила під назвою «Список недружественних государств». Красномовно, що він майже повністю збігається зі списком держав антигітлерівської коаліції. Ті, хто переміг нацизм, вороги для сучасної Росії, країни Європейського Союзу, Великобританія, США, Канада і загалом майже півсотні держав. Вільні, демократичні і незалежні, що в сучасній кремлівській ідеології значить небезпечні, а отже мішені. Світ не бачив загрозу, світ проспав відродження нацизму. О 5 ранку 24 лютого 2022 року. І сьогодні всі, хто пам'ятає Другу світову і дожив до наших днів, відчувають дежавю. Битва за Київ, бомбардування Харкова, Одеси, Дніпра, масові могили, блокада портів, викрадення і вивезення зерна, катування, страти, депортація дітей, фільтраційні табори, колонії для полонених. Сторінки з підручників про Другу світову Росія повернула у заголовки світових ЗМІ. Страшне минуле Росія повернула у стрічку щоденних новин. Доводячи з кожним новим злочином, нацизм відродився. Тільки з новим маркуванням. Зділано в Росії. Нещодавно наше суспільство зворушило фото чоловіка біля могили онука, який загинув на війні. Батько цього чоловіка загинув від рук нацистів. Життя його онука забрали російські окупанти. І це лише один з мільйонів прикладів, які ставлять між нацизмом і сучасною Росією знак «дорівнює». Сьогодні ідеї Гітлера звучать російською мовою. Злочини нацистів вчиняються під російським прапором. Відмінність формальна. Новий вермахт, який вдерся в Україну, носить на рукавах двоголового орла. Нові фау – це калібри і кінжали. Новий люфтваффе – міги і сушки. Нова свастика, зетка, новий Гітлер-Югенд – юнармія. Таких паралелей, десятки таких наслідувань, сотні. І якщо сучасний Кремль походить на Третій рейх в усьому, то й кінець його має бути ідентичним. У новому Нюрнберзі, в місті Гаага. Як і у 1945-му, це здатен зробити тільки об'єднаний вільний світ, об'єднаний у антипутінську коаліцію. Не словами, а діями здатний зупинити нацистів Москви, не дати новому злу поширитись на весь європейський континент, а згодом на весь світ. Здатний допомогти Україні перемогти російський нацизм, допомогти собі, допомогти світу, аби довести відданість словам «ніколи знову», аби ніколи знову було актуальним. Дорогі українці, жителів села Ягідне тримали тут 27 днів. 30 березня 2022 року село було звільнене від рашистських окупантів. 19 квітня розміновано нашими силами. Це символ того, що історія повторюється. І кожен, хто прийшов нищити нас, врешті-решт тікатиме з української землі. Частина наших територій поки що залишається окупованою. Частина наших людей в полоні. І це означає, що наша битва триває. І сьогодні, в День пам'яті і перемоги над нацизмом, згадуючи мільйони українців, що разом з іншими народами боролися і перемогли, ми віримо і наближаємо новий день нової перемоги. Коли вигнання нацистів з України, про яке ми читали у підручниках історії, відбудеться у реальному житті. І подія середини ХХ століття станеться знову і увійде в історію 21 століття. Історію спільної перемоги над російським злом. З Днем пам'яті і перемоги над нацизмом у Другій світовій війні. Слава Україні!
Ніколи знову. Never again. And it happened again. Thank you guys. Thank you for watching this and listening to this. Truth, as one of you said there in the comments. Yeah, Martin Kasper, he deserves to be on Russians' most wanted list because truth always hurts. Exactly. The whole truth. Heroem Slava. Yes. That's what I forgot to answer to him. Rick, thank you for playing this. Thank you, Roberto. Where's this video found? Zelensky's channel, guys, or the office of the president. It's on Telegram from his official Telegram channel. Let me also find it on YouTube. It is also there. I hope the subtitles are there. But we need to check. Just give me a second. Put the phone to charge. Thanks, Rick. Thank you. Thank you, Ken35. Thank you for being here and have a great rest of your day. You said got to go, right? Yeah. There's no difference, guys. There's no difference between those Nazis and these Nazis. And they all must end the same. Okay, Karlen is joining us. Karlen, I constantly forget to pronounce your name correctly. Just give me a second. Let's switch into the different screen. Collab cam. What? It didn't work. One more try. Yes, now we can see you. How you
Hello.
doing?
Hello. I'm good. How are you?
Oh, professional microphone. I get that.
Yep.
Not often, I think.
I'm working in production, you know.
Yeah, I know. So yeah, you're also a musician, so you know some stuff
a little
about
bit.
about good sound, right?
Yeah, but today I have the regular camera. I think next time I will come to you with not only mic professional, but on also and camera too.
I mean, this camera looks good though.
Yeah, yeah. This is webcam.
Anyway, okay. Sorry, I've been distracted a bit with the private messages. Need to close Telegram here. Okay, so Karlen, can you please maybe quickly, not quickly, take your time, tell us a bit about yourself, and then I have some questions and maybe common memories from back in the days that I want to discuss with you and let people know.
Oh, my name is Karlen. I born in Donetsk, and I lived there till 24 years. And in 2014, I left Donetsk because of occupation, Russian occupation, and I arrived to Kiev. My sister at that moment lived in Kiev at least 2 years. So I came here, and her family took me for a few months, something like that. And after that, I live in Kiev all this time. In Donetsk, I was a few times in this period between 2014 and 2020, I think. And this is not the city that I remember. Every time I came after occupation, before I came to Donetsk, I was very excited because this is nostalgia memories, and in my dreams, I thought that it will be cool to be there again. But when I arrived, every time that was deeply upset
Setting.
by upsetting, yes, by all that I saw there. And one time we met with you, and do you remember on concert? And maybe you could see in me that I was very upset. I don't know how to explain it. Something like that. But that Donetsk, that was before 2014. That was very good city with very bright future, and I never thought that I will left it.
Yeah.
My future back then, I connected with Donetsk, but this occupation, this external situation made me left this place.
Same stuff. I never thought I would leave Donetsk because we had everything there. We had no. It was even in some sense was even better than Kyiv back then. Of course, Kyiv developed much for the last 10 years, but I remember people were saying that infrastructure in Donetsk was even better back then, and that we were more developed in some sense. Even yes, I noticed the Russian bot in the chat was spreading Russian propaganda, and it's really good to have Russian bots in the chat because that means that we're getting out there, and algorithm shows us to even some Russian bots. That's good. I hide that bot from the channel, like banned it just now, and wanted to say that I wanted to ask you, do you remember where we met, how we met?
Yes, of course. We met in tournament in cafe, pizzeria called
Comics
how it
Cafe.
called? Comics Cafe. Yes, it's connected to comics and to superheroes themes. And yes, I remember.
I actually have the photo from those days. I found the very first fighting
Oh.
tournament. Guys, actually, Karlen was organizing those tournaments himself. He founded that community back then. So thank you for that, man. That was a great, I don't know, great
Thank
time.
you too, because I just wanted back then to find the people who sharing with me some topics that I like, and that was great that in Donetsk was very big amount of topics this kind of people.
Mhm. Yeah. So, guys, I'm gonna show you the photo now. Just give me a second, and you can see the difference in how young we were back then. I think you can see it. It was 10 years ago. Oh, 11 now, because it was in 2013.
Mm-hmm.
Here I am playing, actually trying to defeat someone in the game called Injustice. And Karlen there is on the background. You see sitting on the sofa and observing us like very attentively. Observing what buttons we are pressing there. Watching those photos tonight, it was like, I don't know, 3 a.m. almost tonight. I discovered these photos. Oh, 2 a.m. I don't remember. I was actually trying to find something from those days, and I found these photos, and
I
it
have
was
теж, кажу.
also
I have two also. I have also these photos, but I don't know if can I find it right now. But in my some of my discs, they are.
yeah. You still like store them? Can you say it like that on discs?
Yes, I have some discs and some decks that called memories, and they are spreaded in some discs, and I even don't know which disc include what, but yes, somewhere they are collected.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, gamer times, exactly, Andreas. Such a cool picture from the past, gamer times. Yeah, we were gamers back then. Like, I was a gamer. Now I am not. But by the way, are you still a gamer, Karlen?
I'm playing a little bit. For example, today I played a little bit in Manor Lords, new strategy. A little bit. I have I have three neighbors, племінники, neighbors. Чи
No.
nephews,
Nephews, yeah.
nephews.
Neighbors, це сусіди.
Yes. I have three nephews, and two of them play games because it's age to play them. And I can't. I play with them. I can't not to play with them.
What was it back then? Karlen did those tournaments every week with different games, like Mortal Kombat. We had Injustice. We had Tekken. Some other few
Some retro games.
fighting games. Also, but they were mostly fighting games, right? And we were actually having the, how do you call it, the tournament board, where we were moving to the finals.
Yep.
And then the winner got 2 pizzas, if I'm not mistaken.
It's every time a little bit different prices.
Yeah.
It depends on how I can домовитись, як буде домовитись.
Agree with the owner of the place.
Yes.
Yeah, there was a great guy, the owner of the place. He was giving pizzas for free to winners for us to just come there and to popularize the place, kind of to make it known to more people. So it was for him, it was like a marketing campaign, and for us, it was an amazing opportunity to have.
To have a community.
Yeah, we built a community there. So cool. And I have a huge nostalgia. Watching those photos tonight, it was like, wow, they were the careless days before the war, before we needed not to think about relocation or finding a new work or, I mean, job, right? And so many, I would call it grown up problems.
Yes, we thought this was big problems, but today it not seems anymore. I see this picture that you show, and I see that my T-shirt is Poland, Polska.
Krakow.
You know? Yes,
This is
yes,
Krakow.
yes. This I was in Krakow in this time, and this T-shirt I even forget that I had this T-shirt.
Oh, this brown T-shirt of mine was my favorite, and I was wearing it for like 6 or 7 years. it was in holes already, and but I liked it so much. But guys, it's not old; it's vintage, right? We always have that excuse, right? So yeah, then we in 2014 it happened actually. That invasion, Russian hybrid war started happening, and the owner of the place closed it because, first of all, his business was, how do you call it, going down. Well, it wasn't given any profit.
Raided. You know?
Was it raided?
Yep.
Oh, I didn't know that because I remember he
Yep.
was saying I will have to close the place because I need to pay the bills.
He closed. Then he moved to Kiev, and while he was in Kiev, this pizzeria was raided, and after some time he returned to figure it out what the fuck, and the next I don't know
what happened to it next. Well, whatever. So guys, it was happening to almost every business out there. If you didn't want to cooperate with so-called new government, they were simply taking your business, raiding it, and you could not do anything because they had guns. They were just coming there with their goons and forced you to sign the papers to give it to them. Or they could have taken you to the basement. You remember the term, guys? It's some of their torture prisons, camps, and literally basements in some of their governmental buildings. Mafia state, exactly, Wizard of Oz. I totally agree with this term, and yeah, that's how it was with every business out there. Crazy to think about it, and we kind of witnessed that. I stayed. Karlen went away. What months do you remember you actually left Donetsk?
I think that was June.
That was June.
Or something like that. That was summertime. I not directly moved to Kiev. I play in rock band, and we had a concert in Sevastopol. This time when Sevastopol was occupied, вже occupied. And we made this concert there. Also, we play even one song in Ukrainian.
Wow.
Yeah. And when I was in Sevastopol, my parents called me and said to me that's very, very bad situation right now in Donetsk. When I left, that was already bad situation because I saw by my eyes at night from my window how the armored vehicles, tanks, entered the city, you know, by the Ilicha Avenue. But when I was in Sevastopol, my parents told me that I must go to Kiev, not to Donetsk, not to return to Donetsk. And I go to Kiev right from the Sevastopol with guitar and one backpack, and that's all.
Okay, so wanted also to ask you, do you remember the days of the pro-Ukrainian protests against the pro-Russian protests? It was spring, it was 5th of March, if I'm not mistaken, when the first Ukrainian
I
protester was
there.
killed. You were there.
Yes.
Guys, do you remember the photo on the thumbnail of the stream where the huge Ukrainian flag was pulled and was held? So can you please, I'm gonna show the photo from that day. Can you please tell us what you saw there, what you experienced there? If you remember.
I just was in my thoughts, and I just can you repeat, please?
Yeah, sure. How do you remember that day? What you saw, what you experienced? How was it there?
Look, this was not one day. I was in a few demonstration, pro-Ukrainian demonstration, and one was the biggest. That's one that you mentioned with big Ukrainian flag, and but before this was a few not so big demonstrations. And what do I remember? I remember that I met there in these demonstrations people which I know these people from my university, from my school, and I see the faces, just people from Donetsk. I don't know them, but I saw them before, and this is why I talking about this, because Russian propaganda always told that this is not a Donetsk people who came to pro-Ukrainian demonstration, but this is totally not true. And also I want to say that this people who I met there, that was good people, educated people from university, for example. That was educated people who understood back then to what bad situations. Чи можеш ти перекласти? Yes, but
so did you witness on that day, did you witness the fight that Russians started with you guys, peaceful protesters?
Yes, but I be honest, I lived right when I saw that this comes to
a fight,
physical
to the violence.
Yes, and I saw that policemen do not react to this. I must to say that policemen, you can see they are standing like a wall, and they are protecting pro-Ukrainian part.
Pro-Russian part, I think. They were protecting the pro-Russian part.
No, they protecting pro-Ukrainian because we don't was anger you know. Angry was them,
Uh-huh. Yeah,
you know.
so Russians were angry, but they still
Yes.
let them start violence against
Yes,
Ukrainian
in one
part.
moment they just leave, you know, they just leave,
Hmm.
and that's all. Policemen, I mean, you know, and that's all.
Guys, on the photo, pro-Russian part is on that side. You see, there's a row of policemen standing here. I think it's turning their backs to Ukrainian side, kind of being the shield of Ukrainian side. But for some reason, and we actually know the reasons because unfortunately, the separatist movement was kind of supported by police back then, and it was like a coup there, and they unfortunately let them go to well. I think they basically had the command from their commanders to actually let this violence happen, and they didn't intervene when Russian pro-Russian protesters. Also, not just pro-Russian. Also, there were some Russians, as I've heard, who came on the buses there and they were part of the crowd, but I'm not sure. This is not like 100% accurate information. There are just like rumors. So they were kind of letting this violence happen. What do you think about this, Karlen?
Yes, I think that leaders of um, Donetsk, Donetsk leaders, I mean business leaders, you know, who own that region, I can say like that. They didn't understand back then to what it may lead, like you said before, you know,
Yeah.
and they tried to manipulate this situation, but the Russia took this region from them to Russia. You know, this is my opinion, and that was the mistake, big mistake of business leaders of Donetsk region, for my opinion, because if we will look to, for example, Dnipro region, you know,
Yeah.
Kolomoisky, the business leader of this region, took another position
Yeah.
in such a situation, and and he was right, I think.
Obviously, he was. Bagheera is thanking you for explaining. Just joined the stream. Bagheera, welcome, and we're here actually to share our experience as we're both from Donetsk, and we can tell you about those days. You probably also remember the days when they were building the block posts in spring. Do you remember those days?
Blog posts.
Блокпости or roadblocks.
You
Пам'ятаєш
know,
їхні?
I remember another stuff that was before these demonstrations, a much earlier, a few months before this. The як це сказати, площадки такі прямо посеред міста, знаєш, з трибунами.
Окей.
Типу трибуни, на яких там виступали постійно
Stages. Yeah, the stages for some concerts on the squares. No?
but not for concerts and for propagandists, you know.
Yeah.
Right before my work, I was working in studio right before the city administration, and this city administration right before it was that kind of stage for propagandists, and every day non-stop different people just took the microphone and non-stop make propaganda, and that was so stupid and so смішна, як сказати,
Hilarious.
hilarious propaganda that I every time I was to work and from work, I go in right before the stage, and I listen, and I thought, what the fuck is this? This was so hilarious, ridiculous.
Also, yeah.
But when it's every day for months, yes, and people, I think, just
Were-
були під впливом цього, you know?
Yeah, they were under the influence of that propaganda. So you
Mhm.
see, guys, that's a very important part that I actually didn't tell you because I didn't witness that for some reason. Damn, why? Anyway, what Russians did, they were putting the propagandists on those stages, screaming, Russia, save us from the Ukrainian Nazis and all that bullshit. They were saying that, no, they didn't call them. They didn't call us Nazis back then. They were saying Kievska junta. Remember the Kiev regime. Some
Yeah,
kind
they
of that.
said banderitas come to our city and took your woman, you know? This is directly what they said.
Uh-huh. I got it. I didn't know. I didn't witness one, so thank you. That's a very important part of that. So you guys see that they were actually brainwashing people with the people on the stages across the city, and not just Donetsk. In Makivka, I think that was happening too. They put huge resources into it already back then, and they were just brainwashing people day after day, and they started believing that shit. And there was no good countermeasures from Ukrainian government. Actually, it was chaos back there in
Yes.
Kiev government because Maidan ended only. Oh, Maidan ended only
Just before this. Just before this. You
yeah,
know?
in the end of February. That's what I wanted to
When
say.
when Yanukovych left the Kiev,
Mhm.
right a few days after this, the stages rised, and the administration was occupied, if you remember, by some gopniks. I don't know.
Well, for Russian agents and separatist elements also, because some thugs supported Russia there, and it was an opportunity for those thugs to get the power and to become like from no one to someone. Like they were, there's often some how do you call them? Okay, so they were security in the shopping malls, and they were becoming ministers in so-called DPR. That's what I remember. Like many of them were almost no one before that, and it was a great opportunity for them to get that. Sorry, but I think I got driven away somewhere. You say you remember that there was the administration was captured, right?
Yep, yeah. And I remember the stages. I mean, etapy.
Stages, yeah.
But not stages,
Also
physical
stages, but stages like like periods, stages.
periods. Yes, I thought the different narratives that these pro-Russian propagandists told. The first was something like, "Did you see the Maidan? It's very bad. We don't need to let this in our city." That was first stage. The next stage was banderitas coming to us to take our women and so on. The third stage, after a few months, was something like, we need to say Kiev regime that Donetsk must be autonomy, you know. And the next stage, when I was not in Donetsk in this time, but I слідкував за цим.
I was following this.
I was following this, yes, was we need to make independent DPR. And these stages, if they are trying to say it right at the start, at beginnings, that we need to make independent state from Ukraine. The all people just love to them, and you know what I mean. But when they going from stage 1 to stage 2 to stage 3 to stage 4, this is like making the water hotter and hotter and hotter, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that was right. That not that wasn't organic. I think that was made by men, you know,
Created by Russian agents.
created.
Yeah.
Yes.
There were always curators there, if I'm using the right word. Those who were in charge. There was always a Russian FSB agent who was paying to those who were needed to complete those actions, and actually managing all the process and following a certain plan. And we often seen some people who were not from Donetsk, actually, who were brought from Russia, because in the song of is it Otoy? I don't remember, but there's a song Donetsk. It begins with a quote from a journalist who said: а якби я запитав у них, яка тут центральна вулиця, вони б сказали одразу Леніна, але вони не знали, як вона називається. So he was saying, like, if I asked them what is the central street here, they would say Lenina, but they didn't know the name of the central street. So those people were not from the city. So they were part of that Russian network of agents that were not, they didn't know anything. They were just like the lowest level agents. They were just paid to spread certain narratives. They were paid and they've been told to attack any pro-Ukrainian protester. So there were often people going out there with the, let's say, with the Ukrainian flag, but not many of them during the day. Do you remember those times? And they were immediately attacked by those agents who were always sneaking around the squares and looking for those people. Those were super aggressive. They were starting screaming and yelling at them, band the right, and some stuff like that, or calling them even sometimes whores, or yes, agitators, agitators. Exactly, Mr. Kaplan. That who they were, and they were super aggressive. And thanks to those agents, they were able to suppress often those meetings, you know, because a lot of people were even hit there physically, if I'm not mistaken. And this was given them, not given them, but actually putting them in danger.
After this demonstration, which you show a picture, mention, people just starting to afraid, be afraid going with Ukrainian colors. You know, you can see in this demonstration, right? This was a line when Donetsk was totally Ukrainian city, and people can go freely with Ukrainian flags. But after this day, it closed. This opportunity was closed because every general regular citizen just starting to afraid to show that he is Ukrainian.
Yeah, you see, guys, violence can suppress anything. Unfortunately, not people are like, I mean, I knew some people from, for example, from the right sector. I knew Bogdan back then. I don't think you knew him, but he was constantly out there on the squares protesting and using the Ukrainian symbols, and he could handle himself against the pro-Russian elements who were those agitators who were attacking the protesters. So they are But there were not many of them, unfortunately. Not many of those brave protesters who were ready to get into some fight and to be violent. But Russians.
And to be honest, this was a little amount of time after this demonstration when fights came to shoots, you know,
to shooting, yeah.
to shooting. You know, this was after this demonstration, the події, як
Events.
events start to exponentially speed up, you know.
Yeah, heat up, I would say. In this case, yeah, I understand what you mean. And they started shooting people who, yeah, and actually taking them into the basements, right?
Maybe fortunately I didn't
You
experience
didn't witness, yeah, an experience. Yeah, I'm happy that you didn't. But yeah, guys, they managed to suppress a pro-Ukrainian movement with violence, and a lot of Ukrainians started leaving Donetsk because the pro-Russian elements, they were becoming more and more violent. They started abducting people. They started actually torturing them, killing them, and people were disappearing. They started taking over the businesses, as we told you. You could have just sit in your office and they will enter it and start like pointing guns at everyone and saying that this business is now ours. There was, by the way, a huge amount of groups back then. There were some Mozhovy units, there were Zakharchenko's units, and they were all, it was like a chaos and anarchy back then. And they were fighting amongst each other also, killing people around them, killing each other. And you could have just but I'm talking about the spring, like the late spring, probably April, May already, right? June. Back then it was heating up, not that fast. Maybe it was not that violent yet in March, right?
Yes, I remember I celebrate my birthday 11th May, so it was normal.
Yeah.
I want to say what Russia doing with places where Russia came. Very symbolic stuff is so-called how it called. This is a factory that was made
Isolation.
When Ukraine was Ukraine, when Donetsk was Ukraine, this isolation, this was art object, you know.
Yeah.
Many of art artists made the old factory that was abandoned to art object, made some galleries, made some выставки, exhibitions, you know, and after Russia took the Donetsk, this art object was transformed to a torture camp, you know. This is what Russia doing in places when they are coming, you know. This is very symbolic stuff, I think.
Have you read the book of Aseyev? I always forget his first name, Vyacheslav, if I'm not mistaken, Vyacheslav Aseyev. It is called Izolatia, or Torture Camp on Paradise Street. It's an English version of the name. So he spent 3 to 5 years, I don't remember exactly, in isolation. And he tells in details in that book what tortures people went through in that camp. And keep actually going through, because that camp still functions, if I'm not mistaken, and people are still being tortured there. This is terrible, and now it's not just isolation; it's many more camps. Russia is
Yes,
fucked
but
up.
this is, I think, this is very symbolic stuff that can show to people very straight what Russia making,
Yeah.
what transformations it made.
Yeah, Rutsky Mir is an ugly place. Exactly, Andreas. Fuck Putin. Yes, Putin huilo. Exactly. Don't
Po
forget that.
facto.
Yeah. Matter of fact, yeah. So, okay, Karlen, you have a YouTube channel that is called Ukrainian Talk, and there was a question there in the chat. Let me say by whom? By just Jimmy. Is Karlen planning uploading any new videos to the Ukrainian Stock channel?
It's a hot question. I must say that I am not the one who made this channel. I have my co-worker Olena. We start this channel together and made all these videos together. And but now, yes, the last video was made a few months ago. I think this is because we were exhausted, and in one side we are just very exhausted, and the other side we have really many projects on the studio right now, and this is why we didn't making videos right now. But in future, I think we will back and we will do some new videos. Especially in summer when it's very comfortable to go and ask people some questions.
You can start now because it's much warmer than a few months ago.
Yes. But I told you, especially I myself, I very exhausted right now. I don't know. I know that I must to do this because this is very important.
I also think
Stuff.
so.
Yes, and we will do it. But right now we are not doing this just because this.
Because you don't
This
have enough
argument.
energy for that.
Yes,
right now.
yes.
Both of you, right? So you're colleagues and you're engaged in the same projects. So accordingly, both of you don't have energy for that right now. I also want to ask you if how demotivating can be if video gets only like 431 views or 347. You put so much work into this, so is it maybe also the part of that? Because people here might motivate you. Guys, go and subscribe to Ukrainian Stock, please, and watch a video of you there.
If you didn't
because-
watch them, yes, it's can be very interesting for you. Yes, I don't think that this project is not for
profit.
For profit. Yes, so we when we begin to make these videos, we tried different topics, to see what I need to say that our mission of this project is to talk about some important topics to Eastern communities, Eastern countries communities.
Eastern or
And
Western?
Western. Yes,
Western.
sorry,
But
Western.
also Japan, who's Eastern.
No. Western. Yes, this is my mistake.
No problem. Just want to specify.
Yes, And we tried, when we started, we tried to talk about Ukraine, about what Ukrainian think, what they like, and so on. And this was not so interesting, I think, to Western communities. But when we started to ask Ukrainians about these Western communities, I think, I mean, about Poland. What do you think about Poland? What do you know about Poland's support to Ukraine? And something like this. We pointed that this is what Western citizens want to know. They want to know how much Ukrainians know about their support to Ukraine. You know, this is very important for them, and the views starts growing. And we after this we start to make more videos this kind.
Okay, I think the leader here on the channel is Ukraine reaction to Baltic states, Estonia,
And
Lithuania,
and Poland.
and Latvia. I just cannot find Poland for some reason.
It's
Below.
below.
Oh,
yeah.
here it is, 140k views. Awesome.
It's Baltic states. Yeah.
Wow, I have it's a how do you call it? Temptation to watch it right now. What do you think, guys? What if we watch this video right now?
If we will, I want to show the Baltic states. I think this is really really cool.
The best one,
video. Yeah.
in your opinion. Okay, let's watch it. It's actually a chance for me to make a bathroom break. I really need it. Or do it, yeah, to do it. But
This is what you're showing. It's забито.
it's a bit of a delay, yeah.
Yes.
Затримка. Okay, so here it is, guys. I will be back in a few. No, in just a minute. You please watch this, Karlen. You can actually actively comment if you think. Oh, by the way, you probably won't be hearing it from my side. So if you open it on the other device, and we'll be hearing it there. Only like this.
I have.
Do you have it? Like the phone, maybe? Maybe open it on the phone and listen to it to comment something? What do you think?
Better I will not comment, because I just I may fuck up this. You know.
Okay.
After we watch,
Okay,
then I can comment.
Okay, man, no problem. Guys, please behold, and let's watch.
Що ви думаєте про країни Балтії?
Суперкраїни, які знали, що таке совєтське, так називаємо, анексія, коли їх лишили державності. Ну, тобто вони знають, що ми зараз стоїмо на передньому фланзі, і ми виборюємо їхню свободу теж. Тому, ну так, треба, вони, мабуть, як британці. От для мене поляки, Балтія і британці – це прямо на першому місці.
Країни Балтії – це наші найкращі друзі, прям найкращі. Вони найбільше нам, якщо ВВП брати, то найбільшу частину вони віддають. Віддали всі, якщо не помиляюсь, самохідні установки, які були з самого початку. Вони нам дуже багато допомагали, вони наші хороші друзі, підтримують всі ініціативи. Я впевнений, що коли буде там питання до вступу в ЄС, там, НАТО, такі от великі, вони перші проголосують за нас.
Балти досить сміливі люди,
досить сказати, народ, який пам'ятає свою історію. Вони мають чітко визначену позицію стосовно Радянського Союзу, перебування там, стосовно свого майбутнього, як вони розвиваються. Допустимо, Естонія – це одна з небагатьох країн, яка виконує вимоги НАТО стосовно відсотку бюджету, який, як сказати, їх внеску в НАТО. Тому, ну, тобто їх, як це сказати, бачення культури, тобто вони презервують свою культуру, вони досить захищають свої цінності і принципи. І мені здається, це те, що імпонує нашому народу теж. Ми в цьому дуже схожі. Ми країни, які люблять свою культуру, історію, намагаються її зберегти.
Що ви думаєте про країни Балтії?
Країни Балтії, ну, вони, думаю, у нас на тому ж рівні зараз по братерству, як і Польща, тому тільки добре.
Це стримані і не дуже емоційні люди. На мою думку, вони дуже, якщо ми це був совок, то вони це була вже Європа.
Я думаю, що вони дуже правильно зробили свій вибір в плані курсу свого, як їх країни розвиваються. Країни Балтії дуже перспективні, це наші друзі, вони молодці, дуже правильно рухаються в плані туризму, розвитку. От позитивно, тільки позитивно відношусь до країн Балтії.
Згідно з сучасних подій, побачив, що це дуже гостинні люди, котрі віддають останнє, що вони одні з найбільших, котрі допомогли Україні саме потрібною зброєю, джавелінги, Латвія, Литва також вони давали. І мені здається, що ці люди дуже справедливі і відкриті.
Я там не був, на жаль. Я думаю, що нормально. Ним не можна ставитися погано. Бо вони все ж таки допомагають і нашим людям, котрі виїжджають туди. Так що не можу нічого сказати поганого.
А що знаєте про допомогу від країн Балтії Україні?
Читаю ж і деякі інформаційні ці. І Ютуб дивлюсь, що і приймають людей, і допомогу, і військову допомогу дають. Так що, в принципі, знаю, що допомагають.
Що знаєте про допомогу від країн Балтії Україні?
Я знаю, що Естонія багато вкладається в гуманітарну допомогу. В принципі, Литва, Латвія теж. Я знаю, що вони допомагають нашим біженцям, надають їм прихисток. Знаю, що Естонія на міжнародній арені постійно виступає, має проукраїнську позицію, як і інші балтійські країни теж. То в усіх питаннях голосують на користь України. Знаю, що Естонія нещодавно придбала у нас платформу «Дії». Це був такий класний обмін, насправді, тому що «Дія» була розроблена на основі навчання, яке вони пройшли на платформі естонської цієї e-government їх. А потім ми досконалили їх продукт настільки, що Естонія викупила у нас тепер платформу «Дії», робить тепер свої державні якісь портали там. То ми з ними такі корішки діджиталізовані.
Простий люд допомагає нам, збирають кошти на безпілотники, збирають кошти на різні девайси і ті речі, які необхідні нашому війську. І так само і збройні, і політичні сили їх також допомагають нам.
Наскільки я пам'ятаю, те, що читав з новин, то це країни, які допомагають нам дуже суттєво бюджету, навіть якщо порівнювати на їхні розміри і їхні бюджети країн. Тому те, що знаю, то позитивні речі.
Я не пам'ятаю точно, яка це країна, але от щось таке, що вони віддали чи всі свої літаки, чи щось, якесь таке все своє озброєння, але вони віддають його нам. І це достойно, не знаю,
багато українців там просто
поваги, захвату, великої вдячності за таку підтримку, що вони захистили наших людей там. Тобто безмежна вдячність і повага.
Я знаю, за танки там були, потім джавелінги, потім генератори, коли в цей час було у нас потрапляння
А що знаєте про допомогу від країн Балтії Україні?
Я знаю, що Естонія безпрецедентно по відношенню до свого валового продукту, вони безпрецедентну допомогу для такої маленької країни, де там трошки більше мільйону мешканців, вони дуже зробили, естонці. Ну, взагалі, Литва, Латвія.
Щось можете їм передати?
Теж велике дякуємо від українського серця, що вони так нас підтримують.
Дякуємо за допомогу, дякуємо за все, що для нас зробили. Впевнений, що ми будемо партнерами надійними. Буде все круто і класно, тому що ми дуже схожі ментально. Дякуємо вам.
І їм хочеться відразу передати величезне дякую, прям величезне. Допомагайте нам ще, нам допомога дуже потрібна. І ви, наші друзі, після перемоги чекаємо на святкування цієї перемоги і просто в гості.
Процвітання їм, щоб вони жили щасливо. Ну, вони так, я думаю, я вважаю, що вони нормально живуть. Але щоб жили ще краще, мабуть.
Щось можете їм передати?
Ну, ми їх любимо, чекаємо в нас так само після перемоги.
Хай приїжджають в гості, хай знайомляться з нами. Можливо, за інших обставин, можливо, не тоді, коли ми потребуємо тільки допомоги, а коли ми зможемо чимось допомогти.
Щось можете їм передати?
Русню у себе на вулицях в Талліні. Жартую, виріжте це. І русню теж. Що можу їм передати? Бажаю естонцям, латвійцям і литовцям святкувати свою мову і культуру щодня в усьому і не здавати позиції, ні кроку назад, тільки вперед. От що бажаю.
Nice.
You laugh when she told fuck Russians on your streets in Tallinn.
She said cut Russians. Oh, that was awesome. Oh, cut that out. And also Russians.
This someone cut this a little piece of video with this girl and posted on Twitter, and it gained very big amount of views.
Awesome. Well, that was an amazing moment. Russoris is the best tool to actually defeat Russia. So Russoris will never stop. Okay. Thank you for watching, guys. I see you like it. That was a cool video from MP. I love the honesty of these Ukrainian people. Brilliant to watch. Roberto Baggio says, I can't imagine the Jewish people persecuted by Wagnerists. What do you mean, Manu? Yeah, hard to imagine someone is being persecuted by Wagnerites, if you mean them. Thank you, UTV and Ham, for $10 super chat. Thanks much. Слава Україні, героям слава.
I want to ask questions to your viewers. When you watching videos like this, street interviews, like you watch it right now, do you like to hear the original Ukrainian sound and just reading the subtitles, or you prefer to listen the dubbing? Yes.
I was asking people this, and about the interviews of Zolkin that I'm doing. And it's not 50-50. I would say a lot of people prefer the dubbing because it's like easier, especially if it's a long video, right? But a lot of people like the original. And you see, Bagheera says the original sound with subtitles. Roberto says original. Mark says I prefer reading the subtitles. So I think a lot of people like the way that you do it. So MP,
it's because transparency, I think.
Probably you cannot like change something in what they're saying, right? You can always check if they were saying this, taking some translator, and yeah. So, okay, MP says I prefer the original with subtitles. Yes, I like hearing the Ukrainian language, says Nikki Hale. Okay, I prefer reading for a quick street interview. After a few minutes, have it dubbed. Yeah, exactly. When it's a few minutes, you can sit and read, right? But if it's an hour or more than that, you better put the dub there. Original with subtitles. Victor Kriesel. Both is great, says Andreas Lach. Depends on my brain in that moment. I hope the sound of the Ukrainian language and don't mind reading. But dubbing is good if I'm doing other things or driving, says Cass. Exactly.
Yep.
Same as I always listen to the interviews when I'm washing dishes or making some cleaning in the house. So for me, it's important to listen without watching. But a lot of people have more time than me.
Me too. The most time I watching YouTube, I didn't watch it. I just listen it. So that's why I asked this question. But by the answers, I see that this kind of videos, people like to hear original sound.
Yeah, Andreas also says producing both would be fantastic. I agree, but it takes, well, not twice my time. Actually, if you do it professionally like you do, you can actually, if you do dubbing, there's a way to download it as a separate voice over, not voiceover, audio dorishka, I forgot.
Audio track.
Yes. And people may just be turning it on or off, switching the languages, like you can provide.
But it's not available on all channels. Our channel didn't have this opportunity.
Oh,
I saw this in some channels, but I think it's just a little amount of creators have this opportunity right now.
I didn't know that. Maybe it depends on the region. Maybe in Ukraine this option is not available, because there are many options, many YouTube options that are not available in Ukraine. For example, to get super chats working, I needed to trick it a bit. I won't say how, but yeah. And if you're just a Ukrainian account in Ukraine, it won't be available to you.
Maybe.
By the way, guys, I forgot to mention that Karlen and his channel, Ukrainian Stock, they also have the Buy Me a Coffee, and it's in the description of the stream. You can support them by buying them coffees.
Yeah, but I would say better support some donations that you have on your channel, because yes, I made this Buy Me a Coffee, I made the sponsorship to YouTube channel, but this is, I think this is not a channel who need it, better buy some auctions and so on that you have on your channel. This money will go to our soldiers.
Okay, thank you. Guys, that usually I'm not fundraising much on these streams on Wednesdays, but only once today I will remind you that we are actually raffling one of the paintings from Body of Freedom Project. I'm gonna make a post today or tomorrow with me holding the picture to trick algorithm a bit. As I tell you, you need a human face on the photo in the community post for it to have a better engagement. But yeah, I will remind you in that community post, and you will see the painting there, which is on the raffle. It's a beautiful art. $10 for a ticket. We we have a donate. By the way, I have a donation from Tracy Oceanfire for raffle of painting, please. Yes, exactly. It happened actually 8 minutes ago. So Tracy remembered about that raffle before I started talking about it. We have you have a ticket, Tracy, and you guys buy tickets for that, please, because you know how it works. All money will go to the fundraiser for the pickup truck, or they say Jeep, but here we call the SUVs. I think we call them Jeeps. It's like with Xerox and Pumpers, the brands that are becoming the name of the whole type of the product. So they are raising money for that one. The sum of money is not small, $11,250, but we have some good bids on the paintings, especially on the painting number 3. Let me show it to you on the screen quickly. Here it is. Let me update it. Come on. Yes, it updated. $2,500 by Wally on painting number 3. Apatox painting he and she. $620, $500 on the second one. Then Simon with $400 on painting 4. $350 by Photograph on painting 5. Painting 6, $500 by Frankie, and painting 7, $500 by Lucy. NCC, if you're listening to this, you were outbid by Lucy on painting 7. Maybe you want to keep up the competition and place another bid. We all will be grateful. Me and soldiers who need that truck. Okay. Thank you, Rick, and Mod Nikki. Thank you, Tracy. The painting is beautiful, and Karlen was actually present in the exhibition opening. Karlen, what's your impression from that?
It was very good, especially because I wasn't on this kind of events for a long time, and this was interesting to see these people. This is specific kind of people who very artistic and they are very emotional, and that was interesting to me to go inside this kind of community right now. And the paintings was very interesting and emotional, and beautiful colors are Ukrainian colors.
Okay, do you see some sexuality in those paintings? Because the painter himself, he talks about the Ukrainian bodies and freedom, and that they are fragile, but also some people notice some sexuality in it. And I think we can also talk about that because it's natural and normal.
I think sexuality was described on the backstage photos, you know?
Like with the process of making it.
Yeah. Yes, on the process, how they was made. But the pictures, paintings themselves looks very impressionistic or something like that.
Yeah, you're right.
If you will not to say the story behind the creation of these paintings, it's I think it's almost impossible to see some sexuality in these paintings. Maybe one painting you asked me when we was on this event. You asked me which one is I like the most, and I said this one because in this one I see really the
two hands.
Not two hands. The body of the shape of a body of the girl, of the woman.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember that moment. Can't remember which one it was because it's 8 of them, and sometimes.
Can you show? I see it's on the screen.
Yep.
Maybe I
Okay, let me
can.
scroll. So
Mhm.
number 7, number 6, then these two, 5 and 4.
I have delay, so I.
Yeah, you will see it with like in
Mhm.
10 seconds or something. 5 and 4. Let's go up. Then
Так, on 4 I see. I think I see the boobies.
The breasts.
Breasts.
Yeah.
Yes.
That word will work
The
too.
the number 2. The number 2.
Number 2. So it's painting number 5 or painting number 4? What do you think?
Painting number 4 and painting number 2.
Painting number 2 is she. Yeah, you can see it there. Pretty cool. I think these paintings made the latest The Shills stream pretty funny because I didn't watch it actually. I didn't have enough time to watch that stream, but I heard that Dick Dawson was giggling a lot with James from these paintings and making Greg, how do you call it? Okay, saying shit, I forget. But making Greg not blushing, but you know what I mean. Greg is a pastor, so this exhibition for Greg is too extreme. We have a pastor in our community, Karlen, and I was talking about this exhibition to him, and he was like, "Oh, this is not my cup of coffee." Embarrassed, says Roberto. Yeah, maybe he was embarrassed. The Shill stream was hilarious, says just Jimmy. Hi, Appa Talks. We were talking about you and about your bids on the first 2 paintings. Karlen, do you feel in here relaxed enough to play a song for us? Maybe just one.
I didn't feel relaxed enough, but I can try.
No, but not to make you doing something. If you don't want, you may.
I want to try. But if it will be not so good,
You'll
just
stop. Yeah.
I maybe I not stop, but I not guarantee that it will be a pleasure to to viewers.
No, man, believe me, it will be. Because I was listening to you playing and singing on Facebook. By the way, should I share your Facebook page because you were posting a lot of your songs there?
You can. It's not a problem, but I have a regular Facebook. I don't know. If it will be interesting for someone.
Well, maybe because of your music, it will be interesting because it makes it not regular. Actually,
I think it's better to show my YouTube channel. You know,
you actually
my
have a
personal.
your personal YouTube channel.
Yes.
I didn't actually remember, but now I remember. Yeah, that I was also watching it on YouTube. Can you please tell me, is it Karlen Melikian?
I can send direct link to you.
Well, maybe you didn't want me to tell your name, your second name, or is it okay?
Karlen Melikian.
Yeah, it's okay.
But I will send you direct link in Telegram.
Katie S, thank you very much for $20 donation. Actually saying the message is next. Raffle for painting. Have to save some for Sunday, so only a little. Thank you. You have 2 tickets. Okay, I have a page, a YouTube page from Karlen here.
I will take a guitar.
Okay,
just a second.
Go get it. And I'm gonna, guys, I am gonna send you. Oh, I see. I hear the... No, not like this. Like this. Here's the channel. Karlen, just Karlen here. Some metal also. Yeah, guys, you gotta check this YouTube channel out. I'm gonna add it into the description while Karlen will be singing. Okay. Let me...
I can try to play and sing the song with texts of our земляк, як буде? Земляк.
Homelander. Well, the person from Donbass or Donetsk.
From Donetsk, yes. The Василь Стус, you know, the poet.
So it's his poetry.
Yep.
Awesome. Василь Стус, what's the name of the song?
It's not a song, it's his poetry, just...
yeah, but you made it a song, right?
No, I hear it by our Ukrainian band called Періх і Батіх. And I tried to catch it and to play it a little bit like I want to play. But but I hear it from them. Періх і Батіх. Very good band.
Awesome.
Що, тоді пробую, так?
Yeah, go for it. We're all ears.
Зараз. Верни до мене пам'яте моя, нехай. I will, you know, this is why
you hesitated and didn't want to much.
Let me to take this text by my eyes, you know.
Yeah, will help. But people are excited to hear this.
I'm very appreciate this.
And yeah, there's a comment. Sounds beautiful already.
Let me fight my this.
Mark, the auction link is in the description. Let me actually tell you what link is that. Number 2. You see 2? Auction and paintings to raise funds. And a link there. Sorry, Karlen.
It's okay. I think I'm ready.
Awesome.
Поїхали. Верни до мене пам'яте моя, нехай на серце ляже ваготою. Моя земля з рахманною журбою, хай сходить співом горло солов'я. В гаю нічному пам'яте верни, з чеберця із липня жаротою, хай яблука останнього достою, мої червонобокі виснуть сни. Хай Дніпра уроча течія, вода у сні у маячні струмує, і я рку, і хай мене почує, верни до мене пам'яте моя. І я гукну, і край мене почує. Верни до мене пам'яте моя. Верни до мене пам'яте моя. Нехай на серце ляже ваготою. Якось так. Something like that.
I was applauding, but with the microphone turned off. Sorry, man. Thank you. That was beautiful.
Oh.
And this is a song about the memory, but about the heavy memory, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And I think Vasil Stus had a lot of heavy memories.
Yes, I think he wrote this when he was captured, I think, and he tried to. I think we should tell about this poet.
Yeah, of course.
If you will help me to translate it properly.
Sure.
He was the poet, a Ukrainian poet from Donetsk, who was captured by Soviet to the jail. And after this, he died in jail. And I think he wrote this вірш, this poetry, right, to back in memories to places he liked. He can't physically to back to these places, and he tried to make it at least in his memories, in his head. I think he tried to illustrate these feelings.
Mm-hmm. I opened up the Wikipedia page about Vasil Stus. We can actually you can actually see his picture here, guys. His poetry is very much respected among Ukrainians and among Ukrainian nationalists, especially because I think he was fighting for Ukrainian identity, right? With his poetry, he was very okay. To be honest, I was reading his poetry only at school, and I don't remember much. So maybe you can tell us more about his poetry, Karlen. I only know like general stuff.
His poetry is very emotional and captured his pain. I think. I can't tell you that I read many of his poetries, but what I read this was very emotional and very heavy emotional.
Got it. So it's not like okay. So was he one of the Шестидесятники, the movement?
Yes.
Yeah. So he was a guys. Let's actually give you the English version of Шестидесятники. Just a second. Maybe there's no English version. Just curious. Yeah, I really need to read his poetry. Where I could have find time for it. I don't know. Yeah, so 60 years. Were representatives of a new generation of the Soviet intelligentsia who entered the cultural and political life of USSR during the late 50s and 60s. Well, actually, in Ukrainian it will sound different. Назву покоління радянської та української національної інтелігенції з яскраво вираженою громадянською позицією. So they had a very active civil society. No, not civil society. Civil, not position, but how do you call it? So they were active society members, and they were actually fight in. Okay, let's go.
They even didn't fight. They just tried to,
No, fighting with art. I mean, yeah,
yes, yes.
fight was not violent and not opened. They were just trying to cherish Ukrainian culture.
Yes, yes. They just tried to make some Ukrainian art. That's all, and that was enough to get them in jails and even worse.
Execute them. Like Alla Horska, her exhibition was in Ukrainian house, Ukrainский дім, last month, and yeah, she was also killed by KGB just because she was making mosaics, big mosaics on the buildings, and there you could have seen Ukrainian. It was actually, I think, her main character was Phoenix, and that Phoenix, for me, it is representing Ukraine that will arise from the ashes. Will arise in the past, like in 60s. For them, they were waiting for Ukraine to arise. So I think she was definitely. She definitely wanted Ukraine to be occupied. They didn't often declare it, but they were dangerous to the USSR. How do you call it? To the party, to the not government, to KGB, right? And they were then put to prisons and executed because in the USSR there was constant genocide that included destroying Ukrainian culture and Russifying everything. It was not that, how do you call it? Not that extreme in 60s and 50s as it was in 30s, for example, where they were just gathering hundreds of thousands of people and executing them by NKVD, but they were still doing that. That Medvedchuk was pretty young, I think, to be a lawyer of Vasil Stus. Prometheus UA in the chat says, Rick, Медведчук був поставлений адвокатом Василя Стуса, той самий Медведчук. Do you know anything about that?
Щось таке я чув теж, але прям не можу точно сказати, що там було. Але щось таке я теж чув.
I think, let me check. He was actually killed in Vasil Stus, I mean. He was killed in 1985 at the age of 47.
Mm-hmm. So it can be pretty easy.
Medvedchuk could be like 18 to 20 years old, a young lawyer. He might be. Okay, that's interesting. Хлопці, ну камон, це ж відомий факт. Well, you see, I am not, unfortunately, not still a very good history, how do you call it? Знавець.
History educated.
Yeah, not fully educated. Need to read more because until 2022, I was completely, not completely ignorant. I knew some history, but definitely not all that I needed to know.
We just, back then we lived another life. We told about this. We made the community that was connected to superheroes, to comics, not to hard stuff like we have right now. And the life was changed, and we grow up.
Yeah, as I told you, I was the guy who was not interested in politics until 2022. I'm fucking ashamed of it, but but what? That's my past. You cannot change your past. You just need to take a lesson from it. And I took mine. It's either you are interested in politics and being an active member of your society, or you will just be used and thrown as a cannon fodder by Russians at some point to anywhere, to some part of Ukraine or to some European country. That's how it works. That's the world we live in. Okay, Karlen. What is the thing I forgot to ask you?
I don't know. I'm very my mind is very this is not focused, you know.
Not focus.
Yes.
Okay.
I think
Prometheus UA is recommending the book, The Work of Василь Стус. Є книга «Справа Василя Стуса», вийшла в 2019 році, і тоді намагався заборонити Медведчук. Спрацював ефект Барбари Стрейзенд. Also don't know that effect. Do you know what that effect is about? The Barbara Streisand effect?
Знаю, мабуть, щось пов'язане з тим, що коли намагаєшся щось скрити, воно тільки гірше стає.
I think most Ukrainians will be interested from now on. Hope so. Wish we were here, says Cass. Yeah, a lot more Ukrainians will be interested. Guys, it's 9 p.m. and I usually try not to make Wednesday stream longer than 3 hours because it's not 8-hour Sunday stream, not the marathon stream. So I just maybe want to ask you to subscribe to Ukrainian Talk. Also check Karlen's channel. He's a channel where he's posting his songs. I've been showing it to you on the screen, I think. Yes, here it is. Oh no, not showing it again. Just give me a second. Like this. Yeah, here it is. It is called Karlen and at Orc from the Fog. By the way, why were you Orc? I think it was before.
It was long before, you know. It was when I was 15 years old, young boy, and just need to create my first account. I didn't remember even in which game or in which service, and I just I think I listened to some song and it was called something like that, and I just type it and that's all.
Got it. Yeah, Roberto, I definitely need some sleep. Yeah, I don't feel effective today. But anyway, we had a good stream. Thank you for sharing your story, Karlen. This was great. By the way, there are questions for you. Oh, yeah. Rick, does your guest know where foreigners can buy Ukrainian music sheets for instruments? Any idea?
Ukrainian songs, українські, тобто ноти для українських пісень.
What it is?
Да?
Music sheets.
Це ноти.
Notes.
Саме для українських пісень.
Sheets for instruments.
I don't know. I'm just can to say just to Google, to try to Google. I don't know some official stores with notes sheets, unfortunately.
Me either. I wasn't ever a musician, so I don't know anything about that. Thanks, Rick and Karlen. I only just arrived, but am so interested I'll watch this live later on. Poetry especially interests me. Yeah, you probably have read some poetry of Vasil Stus, AJ. I'm sure of it. Okay, there was another comment. Yeah, does Karlen have a Twitter account? Karlen, do you have a Twitter?
I have a Twitter account, but I have one or two posts on this account.
Got it,
I
you were
like
laughing. Uh-huh.
I like the comment of MP. Back in my black metal years, orcs were cool. Not anymore because of
Yeah.
this is the answer. When I in my 15 years created this account, I thought the orcs is really cool guys.
Yeah, you were 15 and you were a metalhead also.
Yes.
And you're still a metalhead, right?
I am just a man, a man from Earth.
Yeah, got it.
I like this music. Black metal, death metal, melodic death metal, power metal. But I just not making a mark on me or something like that.
Yeah, and putting no labels, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I also added Karlen's music channel to the description of the stream. It's already there, guys. You can go and listen to some music that Karlen is recording. Metal is still cool. I agree.
Yeah.
Metal will never die. Okay, guys. This was a great stream. Thank you very much for coming, for gifting the memberships, for buying super chats. It all helps me as I am on your salary now from YouTube and from Buy Me a Coffee. Oh, you can also become a member on Buy Me a Coffee and get one of those 2 patches, either Rick the Ukrainian or Abrams patch. And if you become a member, send me your address, your phone number, and your full real name right away, okay? Because I sometimes ask when you don't, like in a few months, right? And you don't notice that anymore because you don't put attention to Buy Me a Coffee at that point. Because why should you go and check messages on Buy Me a Coffee, right? You follow someone there, you support someone there, and you don't expect. But yeah, I'm messaging you there, guys. So if you're a member there, please check for messages time to time because I might be messaging you. Hello, Yulia. How are you doing? We're finishing the stream, so see you on Sunday, and maybe even before that. Who knows? But on Sunday, guys, free Azov, as always, at noon here in Ukraine. By the way, Karlen, you want to visit one of the free Azov rallies with me?
With you? We can try. Yes.
Yeah.
It's interesting. Interesting. I watched your streams. It's very great event.
Mm-hmm. And you
Very
also
important.
have an experience of the interviewer, so you can be my
Mhm.
co-host there if you don't mind. Would be cool.
Yes, we can try. Tell me, write me when you will go.
Yeah, of course.
And I will try to come with you.
I'm visiting it every Sunday, so this Sunday I'm calling you right now. This
Mhm.
Sunday noon. Well, I'm always late, so like 12:30 p.m. Yeah, so it's
Cool.
yeah, awesome, man. I would love to have you there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then what? I also read the chat.
I thank you to invite me. It was very challenging for me, if you know.
Why?
I just don't know. My English is very.
Man, it's I would say it's much better than some Ukrainians because I listen to some Ukrainians on different channels, and some of them come to my channel, and theirs is sometimes is much worse. So you're on a good level. You keep practicing, and
Yes, I need just to talk more because when I writing, and I can check myself. This is okay. It's cool. It's very good to me. But when I need to to connect my thoughts to the English words. It's very hard to me.
Thank you, each and every one of you guys there, chatting and being here for 3 hours. Like, I think most of you have been here for 3 hours. That's crazy. Thank you.
And also, I want to say that you have very warm community. It's very, even if I was a little bit ashamed when we started, yes, but the community is very warm and very cool. It's very nice to communicate with your viewers.
Yeah, Rollers, you're the best community ever, and you see a lot of support there for your English.
Yes.
Karlen, your English is very understandable. Thank you for speaking to us in our language. I would love to see you more on my streams, and this is the way for you to practice your English, actually. So.
Yes, I with pleasure to connect with you. So just tell me, and we will try more.
Awesome, my friend. Thank you. Oh, by the way, guys, this Sunday we're gonna have Святі Петрівці on the stream. Karlen, do you know about them?
I saw your video about them. It's a school with pupils which make them their own YouTube channel. Yes,
podcast. Yeah,
podcast.
They do a podcast there.
Mm-hmm.
They are pretty cool. And guys, not just them. Jack Groot is going to be on that stream. So I'm actually bringing a Canadian volunteer to the stream, and kids will have a chance to get some experience from a soldier, FPV pilot, who is now back to Canada. But he might be getting back to the front line. You know how it is with soldiers. They say, no, this is my last time. This is what Groot was saying himself to me. This is my last time, I won't come, and then he comes again. So let's see what he tells us this Sunday. So yeah, this should be a very interesting stream. See you all there. I wish you guys a good and safe day. I love you guys. Your rollers are the best. As Karlen stated, you're a very supportive community, and this is indeed so. Sending you hugs. Karlen, maybe you want to say a few last sentences, maybe even like not a few, maybe you can actually take your time, say anything you want.
I said I very excited to join you, and you personally, Rick, and your community. It's very comfortable, very warm, and I like that I joined it to you. And I want to thank your community because I following your updates, and when you make this posts, textual posts about how much donations do you earn together, it's very cool. And I want to say to you and your community that these amounts are pretty top amounts. I following some different volunteers that trying to earning donates, and I want to say that your community is one of the toppest,
Mm-hmm.
So I just want to thank to your community, and you doing a very good job, a very good як це сказати, внесок contribution to victory of Ukraine, and this victory is not just victory of Ukraine. For my opinion, it's a victory of good versus evil. I know it sounds very very cliche, very like we are 10 old children, but this is really what I think. I was in Donetsk. I see what it was before Russia and after Russia, and it's just evil. When you play something like Warcraft, strategy, and you play for just this faction, and
undead,
yes, and the environment when you coming is just dying. This is like Russia, what they doing, and you just helping the good forces to prevail, and I think it's very, very cool. So I just want to appreciate for this.
Thank you so much, my friend. It's an honor for me, and I know that it's an honor for each roller there, and you guys are. Yeah, I agree with this. We as a community provide a great contribution and a very cool result. And thank you for complimenting my English there, Prometheus UA. Practice is the most important thing. I don't know if Rick has noticed, but his English has gotten a lot better over the last year. I noticed just a bit.
Your
It's
English
hard to
is
notice.
very good, it's very good.
Thank you. But it's really hard to notice the progress, in time when you're constantly doing it. It's hard to look back and see what was there. Okay, this is. I'm glad that we're delaying the end of the stream bit by bit, because some awesome speech you just gave. Thank you, Karlen. It was really cool. Thank you for.
Thank you.
Really, I'm also forgetting some words. For not just noticing, but damn it, hard to find the word for that. Admitting our contribution or something like that. Maybe not admitting, yeah. So, okay, anyway. Guys, thank you for all the I've mentioned already. Please don't forget to like the stream and put the comment after it, because during the stream you cannot put the comment there. But you can do it after. Do this, it will help with engagement, and also share it with everyone you know. Love, and maybe even hate. Maybe those who you hate will realize that Russia is not good by watching the stream. I doubt it, but maybe, who knows. Oh, okay, we need to finish this. As always, I say live long, prosper, and donate. Do you know what this means?
Yes, from Star Trek.
Yes.
But I can't do it very fast.
Anyway, you managed to do it. Okay, Karlen. Thank you very much.
Bye,
you're
guys.
a great guest, and I would love to see you more. See you on Sunday, probably.
I will prepare some song and trying to make it ideal.
Awesome. Awesome. Let's do it. Awesome, man. Thank you very much. And one last thing to say is Slava Ukraini.
Героям слава.